Rose Short sings Blake Shelton's CMA Single of the Year in front of him. Plus, the top 8 is revealed. This is the Voice After Show.
I'm Maria Menounos, and you're tuned in to AfterBuzz TV, the ESPN of TV talk. Now, let the buzz begin.
Oh, there we go. Woo! I always do this. This is the show. This is the Voice After Show.
Whoa.
This is the Voice After Show. Yes! I love our dance now.
Yes, we have a new
We
dance.
have a song, we have a dance. We don't play here at the Voice After Show, but neither do the contestants because I am so ready to get into this episode.
Oh my gosh.
What a season this has been. It just continues to get better. But before we dive into all the goodness, I want to say hello to my co-hosts and introduce them. We have Neema, Skye, actress, AfterBuzz TV host, and the Voice Red Carpet AfterBuzz TV correspondent.
Yes.
Been on the red carpet 2 times now, so she's got a lot of tea. Then we have Shiksha Mahtani, who is a Bollywood choreographer, AfterBuzz TV show host on, I think, 4 shows? 6, excuse me, 6. And my name's Rachel Swindler, AfterBuzz TV host, actress, singer, dancer, and I love talking all things The Voice, and I'm so happy to be here with you guys. And we have a lot of great things to get into. We, of course, have our special segment, Where Are They Now? And we also have some juicy news and gossip, so got to stick around for that. But I want to go ahead and get into our overall thoughts of the show because, I don't know, this was just so much fun. Neema, what did you think?
Overall thoughts of the show was I was up, I was down, I was in, I was out. I was on the edge of my seat. I was like, wow. Some people stepped up, from like last week and really kind of like showed the whole world that they really had it. And then, of course, unfortunately, tonight, we know that there are also eliminations. So, that was kind of like the sad part. So,
yeah.
Yeah, I loved it because the closer we get to the finale, the better the songs get and the better the performances even, the more comfortable the contestants are. So this is really the fun part of the show.
Yeah.
Because also we love who we love and we want to see more from them. So, I don't know, I feel like we're all more invested.
Oh, yeah.
Which makes it more fun. So.
I'm way invested.
Yeah.
I mean, because we all have our favorites now, so we're like, oh my gosh, please, please, please. And if
absolutely.
We love everybody. Everybody's talented, but it is nice now to get into this portion because it's more dramatic and like the sets and the creative aspect of it gets so much more in depth, and I'm here for all the dramatics.
Yes.
That's for sure.
absolutely.
So let's get right into Team Gwen. We started out with Rose Short.
Oh my God.
Singing God's Country by Blake Shelton. And funny enough, this wasn't even Rose's idea. This was her mom's.
Yes.
But
they
Moms
always
know
say, listen to Mama, because Mama knows what she's talking about.
Listen, Mama did it right because I have goosebumps right now just thinking about her performance. And I did rewind. And I know last week I said Katie Caden won The Voice. But I saw a news article last night that said Rose Short might have just won The Voice.
Yeah.
That's how amazing her performance was.
Listen, she crossed over genres. She challenged herself. I was on the carpet with her last night, and she made a statement and said, she was like, she was really nervous. She didn't know how people was going to actually take her performance, but, she said she just went out there and she did it. And she also gave a shout out to Miss Dolly Parton.
Okay.
Oh.
So, yeah, I mean, Rose, she just never seems to, fellas, I mean, she always amazes us with her voice and her personality. She's just an overall star.
Yep.
She is amazing. Oh my God. This was definitely my favorite of the night and probably it's probably a lot of people's favorite because she nailed it. I mean, we're talking, she has so much character, stage presence, her voice. It's amazing, so strong. I don't know, the whole setup with the stage, she looked great.
Yes.
It was just so good. And the fact was that she was singing country, but made it completely her own.
Gospel style.
Yeah.
Yeah, she took us to church.
Exactly.
Yes,
I
she
mean,
did.
Blake was bowing down to her. It was fabulous. I wanted to watch it like 10 times because it was that good.
Yeah.
She's a star.
My favorite part of it was when she did this right before she sang. She went,
Oh my God, I wrote that down.
I said, yes, neck crack.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, because she was like, I'm about to kill it. I'm about to beat it out.
I know. Oh my God.
When singers do that, they're like, you know
they
what?
said, I'm about to kill. That's how I feel. When I know I'm about to kill something, I'm
Yes.
like, all right, here we
gave
go.
us
Strumming my pain with his finger. Let's go.
She gave us a Beyonce, a slay.
Yes, about to slay
Like
it.
a pro, though. Literally, I rewound it just to watch that moment again with the neck. It was so good.
And talk about confidence. Let's go for a second and remember how much confidence she didn't have in the beginning. How she was even crying in her prepackage saying, this is the happiest I've ever been in my life.
Yeah.
I was like, woo.
She's finally in her purpose.
Yeah, she's in her purpose.
Yes.
And what I love, the last thing I'll say is the girl had a full choir behind her. But did we look at anybody in that choir?
No,
we kept looking at her, and that's how you own a stage. Yes. Anyways, so I was about to say a curse word we shouldn't say on the show. So getting into our second Gwen contestant is Joanna Martinez, who sang Impossible by Christina Aguilera. Woo! She dedicated this to her siblings, and what did you guys think? I want to start out.
Listen, Joanna really stepped up the game. She took this song, she made it her own, and she really killed it. She gave us stage presence, she gave us heart, and I mean, I could really feel her really talking to that person. Like, I literally, I was like, okay, that guy must be sitting right there in the front because she's really letting him know how she feels. And I just felt like she did such a great job. And again, I feel like she stepped it up from last week.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, she definitely did. She really showed us what she could do. You know, she's like, I'm coming, and she it was almost like, this is the end, and I'm going to compete, and you guys I have to show you everything I've got, which she did. And she looked great. She looked so pretty. You could tell she was on Gwen's team because Gwen dresses them up nicely.
Oh, yeah, she does.
You know, so, I just wish she would sing Spanish.
Yeah, we've been waiting for that, I feel like, all
she still
season.
didn't.
And I think that would have set her apart. And we'll get into Ricky a little bit later, but this was the first time we saw Ricky bring out an instrument. We saw somebody change it up. You know, we've seen Katie bring out an instrument. We've seen Will. So it would have been nice to see somebody be bilingual.
Yeah, and I feel like she was the contestant who could.
Yeah.
And why didn't she? Because she's not been doing so well in the competition.
Yeah.
Regarding votes, so she should have,
Absolutely.
gotten
100%.
another set of votes.
Yeah, I had said here, I really think she has stepped it up throughout the entire competition. Again, I think with her, it's just age. I want a little bit more
she's
grit.
16.
I want a little more grit behind her voice.
She was still really good.
Oh my gosh, she's amazing.
Yeah.
Never discounting that. But I think with her, it's just with time. Because then you look at the Katie Cadens and you look at the Rose Shorts and you're just like, but for 16 years old, wow. I mean,
for sure.
Girl
She's
is
killing
amazing. Is amazing. So before we get actually into our next team, Neema, something you want to share with our friends?
I do. I first and foremost want to thank you guys for allowing us to be the ESPN of TV Talk. Right now, we could use your help. If you are on YouTube, please give us a thumbs up. But not just that, also subscribe. But if you're on iTunes, give us a 5-star rating. But no matter what you do, leave your comments and your concerns, because without that, we would not be here. Myself, Rach, or Miss Bollywood Girl would not be here, or even AfterBuzz TV at all. None of us would be here without you. So we love you. Please continue to give us your comments, your concerns, and let everyone in your family know, and continue to keep watching every show on our platform.
Man, that was good.
Yes.
God, she knows how to do it. But we do love you guys. You're the reason why we're here. So thank you. You said that so beautifully.
Thank you.
So getting into our next team, our second team, and that's Team John. And I love that Team John. He brought his team to his house.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Okay, and of course he had those Emmys. He had his Grammys.
He's a VGOT.
Yes, he had all of his trophies, just like awards, just like
Sitting there.
Just sitting there. I was like, oh, that's what that must feel like. I don't know what that feels like. I can only imagine what that feels like, but I don't know.
Greatness.
It feels like greatness. Well, our first performer was Mary Beth Bird, and she sang Selena Gomez's Lose You to Love Me. This was dedicated, she said she had been in a lot of past relationships that weren't very good, but now she's in a great loving relationship, and he flew her boyfriend out for that. So I'll go ahead and start us out. I love Mary Beth. Everything she does is so intense and so meaningful, and she's always able to grab you out of your seat with her emotion through the TV screen. I think that her voice is beautiful. I wrote down here, I said, okay, looking in the mirror, because we saw this was, you know, a more dramatic, more artistic style. This song doesn't require a lot of range, so it was nice to see her up at the end. I did feel it was more on the artistic side than really showing off her voice in the past, which I think affected her maybe just a little bit with the votes. But I don't know. It was dramatic, but I like dramatic.
I actually want to bounce back off what you said about it being a little bit more artistic, because we did catch her on the red carpet and we talked about that, and she did say that she felt like this was something a little bit more artistic that she wanted to be able to show, you know, within her performances and her range of, you know, showing the world what it is that she could do. So it was very different from what she did before. And she talked about the toxic relationships that, you know, she had been in before, and, you know, how this was something that, you know, she really wanted to put into the song. So, you know, it was a different move for Mary Beth, but again, you know, we know that she won tonight. So
yeah, hey. She looked gorgeous too.
She does.
Yeah, she did look gorgeous. I agree with that. I love this song. It had some great moments for her, but overall I found it a little boring. I've liked her in the past with other songs. This one just didn't do it for me. Yeah. You know, and we're so close to the end. Yeah. I almost feel like this wasn't the best song for her to do, considering. But it's fine. You know, I still love her. So.
Not to her fault. Unfortunately, Selena Gomez's range is very small, so the song doesn't really allow you, and it has to build for so long to where the whole time it was just like,
it's a little boring, right?
That was it. It has nothing to do with her voice. It just, I agreed with you on that.
It takes time for the song to build.
Yeah, exactly. So it left me wanting a little bit more, but she's still beautiful and delivers all the time.
She does.
So our next contestant on Team John was Katie Caden, who sang Rolling in the Deep. She dedicated this to herself. She said, I can finally be myself, and I don't have time anymore. I loved when she said this. She goes, I don't have time anymore to care about what people think about me. No. I don't have time.
Yes.
No, and I was like, I even saying that gives me chills, because, you know, we all go through it sometimes. So,
yes.
Anyways.
She is a powerhouse of inspiration, of love, of freedom. Katie Caden she's more than an artist and a singer. I feel like she's like a trailblazer in a way. I feel like she's doing something different than I feel like a lot of artists are doing now. She gives me a very old school, new school, yet modern, contemporary vibe, and I feel like, you know, whether she wins The Voice or not, I just feel like we are going to see her, and I feel like she's going to be one of those artists that's going to be around for a long time. She talked about how she sung an Elton John song, and now she's singing Adele, and like when I was looking at her, she kind of reminded me of Adele, of just how beautiful and how, you know, her range is just so deep and so high. So Katie Caden, she always kills it, but again, it's something just about her energy and her personality that just sets her apart for me.
Yeah. Oh my God, what a performance it was. She sang Adele and killed it. You know, I love Adele, but I wasn't missing Adele when she sang this song.
Oh my God.
You know? No, but I'm
you're like, oh, because Adele. Like, where's Adele at?
It's Katie, it's not Adele.
Wait, yeah.
That's what I mean. It's just, it's so hard to take on an Adele song and sound this good, and she did. You know? Also, I felt like she was talking to the audience, like, with her eyes, almost. She was really connecting with us, and I loved that, because it just took her to the next level. And I loved her little dancing I think towards the end of it. She was dancing a little bit.
Oh, yeah, she did. She threw in some choreography.
Yeah.
She did.
I was like, yeah, go Katie, you know? That adds to it. So, love her.
Yeah, Katie, and again, she's so eccentric. The overselling sometimes, it works. It works for her, because when she hits those big notes and she's like, just like her eyes and the energy she gives off, for some people you could be like, okay, what are you doing? Like, don't do that. With her, it's just like, that's real. Like, you're doing that right now.
Blake called it a conspiracy theory.
It was funny, yeah.
That was great.
Yeah, Blake's like, I can't even believe no one has discovered you yet.
Yeah, you can't be real.
I know. she's just so amazing.
We love you, Katie.
We love
you
Katie.
so
I
much.
mean, just seeing her, like, just
She's
you guys
gonna
don't
end
even
up winning,
understand.
you guys.
Yeah.
I mean,
I don't know.
We'll get to predictions later.
Sorry.
We'll get to predictions later.
Yeah.
All right, so our next contestant to round out Team John is Will Bremen.
Blue
Crew! Singing My Body by Young the Giant.
Mm-hmm.
And I wrote down, this was one of my favorite performances of the night.
Yeah.
You never know what to expect with this guy, and he made me nervous when he jumped off that stage, though, because I was like, honey, child, look out for them knees.
Something happened with his ankle, but he said he was going to ice it later.
Oh my goodness.
Well, I was nervous when he jumped. I went, ooh, because I have knee issues, so.
You just already know what it is.
I was like, ooh, my knees, ooh. So, ooh. But
Listen.
Getting back to the performance, not the jump and the paramedics and all that stuff.
Will is a true artist. Every time Will gets on the stage and he sings a song, he puts his own style and his own spin on it. He really took me back to the 90s on this song. Like, I literally felt like I was at a 9 Inch Nails, Green Day, like that Pearl Jam, like that real, beautiful, like, soft rock energy that I feel like sometimes today that we're missing. And again, I mean, he's just incredible. He gave so much energy, and he's showing us that he's not afraid to show you who he really is.
Oh, yeah.
So hands down to me, I have to shout out to Will. You did an amazing job.
He really did. Did you see where he laid down on the floor, too?
Oh, okay. He went.
Yes. That was so
did.
cool.
I know. I don't think he did.
No. He did the, what was it, Mike Myers, Austin Powers, when he did that.
Yeah, I was like, what's he doing laying down like
He's
that?
got all these weird things, and even, like, the karate chop, obviously, has become his thing.
It was literally like a concert.
Yes, that's exactly what I wrote
It was
down.
a
Yeah,
concert.
like you said, he truly is an artist. He's crazy creative. He's meant to be on that stage entertaining us. And what
You
Kelly?
guys remember what Kelly said?
Yes, that's what
Kelly said, this was your show, and everyone just opened up for you.
But it was true. Right? At least that was the vibe that you got from his performance. Like,
And
all right, I am
also-
here.
Kelly also said that she was like, listen, I don't know what you're going to be doing after The Voice, but I know that I want to come to your concert.
Yes.
Yes.
That's what
She
she
said
said.
that too.
Yeah.
She said that too. I was like, okay. John's favorite performance, and Gwen said she was so excited to see what he's going to do every single week.
Yeah.
We're always excited to see what
We
he's gonna do.
we actually have a couple people in the comments.
Oh, yeah.
Live chat.
Yeah.
Live chat crew.
We have Alex Big saying Team Legend is still intact. Favorite team this season. I have to agree. Cornelia Amiri said Rose's performance of God's Country was amazing.
Yes, for
So.
sure.
We agree with everything that you're saying in the live chat.
So true.
Yes. Thank you, guys. Keep sending us your comments. We love you. Let's get right into our third team, and that was Team Blake. And Blake, our first contestant, was Kat Hamnick singing You're Still the One by Shania Twain.
I love her.
Song. Listen, Shania Twain hits home for me.
I love my girl Shania, and she's just has a concert. She's gonna be in Las Vegas, so
nice.
Yeah, she's coming back. She's coming back. So we love you, Shania. Shiksha, let's start out with you.
my God.
What did you think? This is your favorite.
Yeah, well, okay, now Rose and Will and Katie, I don't know, I'm torn now. But I do love Kat.
Yeah.
I think her voice is just so unique and gorgeous. I could listen to her all day. I've said that many times. Yeah, I loved it. She looked beautiful on that stage. She really charmed everybody. I loved what Blake said, saying that she's like the angel from a Christmas tree singing.
Yeah.
It's true, though. She's so angelic.
That was funny.
Yeah, I love that. So,
I just put you on top of the Christmas tree.
Listen, it's Christmas time.
And then
oh
and
my
there's
God.
someone just singing. And
Right.
that's you. Okay.
You sound like Elvis.
Oh my
I don't
God.
know who I was trying to be right then, but
You sound like Elvis right there, okay?
You don't have to hear her say.
Oh my
Are you an
God.
impersonator now?
I gotta study up Blake. Anyways, go ahead.
Listen, she did an amazing job. Her voice is always so angelic, and she's always just poised. And I can tell that she took the song and she really made it her own style, and that's what I like because this is a Shania Twain song, so it's like when you sing it, you got to come with it, because Shania comes with it. So, but she did a great job.
Yeah. I wrote down here. This is why I stuttered when I said Kat's name first. I said Blake is so good at making his artists seem like they're the best.
Oh.
I don't know if y'all. I just love. I love his pitches, like how he pitches his contestants, like in the pre. Sorry,
he knows
in the
how to do
pre-package. I'm not saying that Kat's not, but I'm just saying every time he opens up his mouth and he talks about his contestants, I then start to believe that they are. I'm like, oh, Blake, I love you.
No, you're right. He is.
He's just a good salesman.
Him and Gwen are like that.
Yeah.
Because in the beginning, like Gwen was doing everything she could to get people on her team.
Yeah, they're very good salesmen. But yeah, I love Kat. Kat's voice is it's unique in its own way. So it's unlike anything we've ever heard before. Right. Unfortunately for me, just because we're getting down to the end here, her performances are becoming a bit boring for me.
Okay, so that's fair. But
I want to see something different now. I want to see her belt out a song and just, I know maybe that's not her thing. I know it's not her thing.
I mean, like, not to cut you guys off, because, I did talk to her on the red carpet.
Okay.
She did say that she was going to try to put a little bit more pop into there. So, next week, guys, she did say that she was going to put some.
Okay. Well, I'm looking forward to that because I am a Kat fan and I am excited to see what she does next. Getting into our next performer of Team Blake, who did not disappoint, and that was Ricky Duran, who sang Born Under a Bad Sign by Albert King.
Jesus.
And, I mean, he's been through a lot, as we know. And so this was, I believe, a very special song for him with his siblings, dedicated to his siblings and his parents, and they would be incredibly proud of him. Yeah. We saw him integrate a guitar. It was amazing. Electric.
Oh my God.
And then the fire behind. So what I loved about his performance was it was simple, yet effective.
Yes. Listen, that is what Ricky Duran is. He is effective. This gentleman, from the time that he started, he has been killing the game, and every week he comes and gives us something different. Even when I was talking to him on the carpet, he said that this was maybe like one of his most favorite performances because he got a chance to show something that he didn't in other performances, which is the fact that he plays the electric guitar. So again, shouts out to Ricky. He's killing it, and I'm always excited to see what he does.
Okay, so Ricky, although he's a great singer, he's not necessarily been my favorite. But he won me over yesterday.
Yep.
I mean, that was amazing. His guitar solo, I was like, okay, he's already an artist. What's he doing on this show? Kind of thing. Because he gives you that rock vibe. A very professional vibe as well. So yeah, I loved it. Loved the fire behind him. I don't know. It was a really great performance.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's bringing his A game.
Yeah, I agree with you. I haven't always been the biggest Ricky fan. He hasn't blown me away where I go, that guy right there.
Yeah.
But as we continue to go on and I see America continuously voting him through and he continues to step it up every week, I start to become more and more and more of a Ricky fan. So shout out to Ricky doing amazing things over there on Team Blake. So we'll get into our last team that performed. We have 3 performances from this team. This is Team Kelly. Our first contestant was Shane Q, who sang No More Love on the Run by Caribbean Queen.
Oh, man.
Okay.
Listen.
Go ahead, start us out, girl.
I don't know if it was because, the previous week, he was in a bit of a strain, but I feel like Shane stepped up his game. His energy was there. His connection was there. The notes, his voice, everything was just great. Of course, I know he talked about that this is a song that really reminded him of his father, and we talked about that on the red carpet. And I think that he did a great job. And again, it's always good to see whenever the contestants first start out and how they actually grow from the beginning into this point. So shouts out to Shane. I mean, he did an amazing job last night, and I was very impressed.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so
she was like,
no, I like him, and I think that last night was probably one of my favorite performances by him because he definitely did step up his game. You could see him moving his feet, so he was really getting into it, and that's been one of the things Kelly's been telling him to do is to kind of get more into it, use the stage,
for sure.
And we saw that from him yesterday, so that was really nice. I was in it for the first 2/3 of the song, and then at the end he got drowned out by the music. I couldn't really hear him, and I did not love that. So he killed it for me at the end.
Yeah, just because I was on Google last night, I did read some stuff. Now, I'll say I love Shane. I think he's a great person. I think he has an amazing range. I just don't know if it's the competition that's getting the best of him and his nerves.
Maybe.
But for me, it's all been kind of the same, and then it gets to the end and he tries to do all these riffs and runs, and some of them land and some of them don't. So for me, this was, I didn't really enjoy this performance, to be honest with you.
He has a great voice.
He does.
Yeah.
He has an amazing voice.
I liked it. It was
And
good for me.
I actually did read something last night that did say something about vocals being a little drained out. There was a lot of background vocals going on in the band, and it was a lot to power through and overcome, and I felt like it overpowered him a little bit. But I do love Shane, and I just think that it kind of overpowered him. The song overpowered him a little bit, but hopefully next time, not so. Getting into our next contestant, though, is Jake Hoot, who sang Rhett Atkins' That Ain't My Truck. And this was, I was surprised.
Good.
I mean, he did an amazing job, but I was surprised to see, I didn't know this, but this is his second week in a row of top streaming artists. So he's beating out Katie, he's beating out Rose. So we don't know what's going on with Jake now. Like, he could be the dark horse that wins this competition.
Well,
we don't even know.
Voice has country fans.
I know. The Voice country edition.
I feel like that every year, for sure.
Yeah.
I mean, Jake he has that very traditional country voice that's just amazing. Every time he opens his mouth, I feel like his pitch and his tone, he's just always put together for me.
Yeah, he has such a timeless country voice.
Yeah.
He really does. But for some reason, this week was not for me in regards to his performance. And I think that maybe it's because I've just loved his performances in the past, that this time I was expecting more, maybe.
Right.
But he's still a great country singer, and obviously, because people are listening to him, there's no denying that. But I think I just wanted something
different.
more.
Yeah. That's funny, because like last week wasn't my favorite performance of Jake's. This week, I thought he stepped it up. This week was a little bit better for me. Jake can always... He's a little bit pitchy sometimes, but it's not to where, we're live and it's nerves, I get it.
Right.
So, but I thought last night he really held his own when it came to that, and I loved his big note at the end that Kelly told him to take. So I thought he hit it very well. You know, Blake said Gwen said, this is my best performance on the show. Blake said, Kelly, Blake said, Kelly is doing an incredible job with you. And then, this is my favorite part. I was forgot about this part. She goes, Kelly's doing an incredible job with you. She goes, hell done, frozen over. And he goes, I've been drinking though. That's what Kelly said.
I know, that was hilarious.
That was really, I said,
funny.
hell done, frozen over. I think I just added it. I think she said hell froze over. I don't know, whatever.
She said hell done. No, well, because she's the country girl.
That's
so,
right.
Yeah.
Hell done, frozen over. Okay. Well, we love y'all. That was a funny little banter section. Anyways, getting into Hello Sunday, who was our last performer that we need to talk about, who sang Stone Cold by Demi Lovato. And Chelsea and Mila are their names, beautiful girls. And I believe it's Chelsea that has type 1 diabetes.
Yes, she does.
And they came live. I saw it on their Instagram, saying this is something that they struggle with. And it really affects. And we saw Kelly crying in the rehearsals. We saw Kelly crying afterwards. So
she was,
sure. It was really, really beautiful. And I thought they had a great performance. I mean, I definitely at the end, it was funny because I watched the performance before I saw the prepackaged.
Oh, wow.
So I didn't know. So when I saw them breaking down at the end, I wrote down, I said, I didn't know why they were so emotional at the end.
Okay.
And so I was very confused. And so I was like, I wrote down, the ending seemed a bit weak to me. But then when I watched the prepackaged, I was like, oh, that's why.
Yeah.
That's why.
I mean, that was very, very heartfelt. I got an opportunity to be able to talk to the girls on the red carpet, and Chelsea, which is actually the one that's suffering from that illness.
Chelsea is.
She talked about how now she feels free, and just to see her at a very young age and to be expressive and open about something that she's dealing with, that's very heartfelt to her, and get out there and be able to sing it. That's so amazing. And I mean, I think, again, singing is good and having a great voice, but I think that there's something different when, you know, an artist shows their vulnerability and they're able just to grab so many different people. And again, like I said before, I think that Hello Sunday also connected on a whole different level than what, you know, we really understand. And I thought it was amazing how they showed Mila actually giving her
Shot.
her shot,
Yeah.
you know, which was amazing for me. But yeah, again, they sung the song. They did a great job. Of course, we know Hello Sunday. They never seem to keep us short of amazing. Again, like I said before, they did a great job, and I just love how, you know, Chelsea took this moment to be able to be empowered and, you know, use that opportunity to help other people be free.
Yeah. 100%.
Yeah, they were good. I think for me, what I love about them the most are their harmonies.
Yeah.
They're just so unique and beautiful. And, you know, especially with this whole diabetes story that came out, you can really see the maturity.
Right.
Because they're 14 years old. I was not doing this stuff at 14 years old, okay? Yeah, so their confidence, their maturity, I think that that's what really draws me in, alongside their harmonies, obviously. Right. So yeah, it was cute. And then there was a run at the end that I was like, oh my God, I love this. I wanted more of that. But she only did it like once, I think.
Right.
And I wanted it more, but anyway. Yeah, and the hug at the end was really cute. So I liked it.
Yeah, making everybody cry. I almost cried.
Yeah.
But beautiful, beautiful performance. But let's get right into the results. Going through was Will, Rose Short, Ricky Duran, Katie Caden, Jake Hoot, Hello Sunday, and last but not least, Kat Hammock. So our bottom...
Yes.
Thank you. So our bottom three were Shane Q of Team Kelly, Joanna Martinez of Team Gwen, and Mary Beth Bird of Team Legend. So we had... Oh.
I know.
That was very sad. So Shane saying "Killing Me Softly," Joanna Martinez saying "Somebody That I Used to Know," and Mary Beth saying "You Are the Reason." Quickly, who did you think won out of the three before you knew the results? Who would you have picked?
Maybe Shane for me.
You would have picked Shane.
Yeah.
Who would you have picked?
Oof, I think Mary Beth. Yeah, she was good. They were all good.
Yeah,
but
they were all good. I mean, I think they all did great, but for me, I don't know. I just really like Shane.
Yeah, my top two would have been Shane and Mary Beth.
Same.
But I would have slightly leaned towards Mary Beth because of her past performances. I don't know. And I think Shane has been in the bottom and has been saved a lot. And so it's clear, it's unfortunately clear that America's sending a little bit of a message. But so I would have possibly leaned towards Mary Beth just a little bit more.
Joanna should have sang in Spanish at the end.
Oh my gosh, if she had sang that,
we would have voted for her.
I mean, especially Selena, like, I mean, I know that's weeks past, but it's just like when you sing a Selena song, you have to sing the Spanish version.
Yes. So the results were Mary Beth did get saved in the end. So we are tally. Yes, our tally right now. Going into the semifinals next week is Team John with 3. His entire team is intact still. Kelly lost 1. Her team is at 2. Blake is intact with 2. And Gwen lost 1. And she is down to 1.
Yes.
So it's going to be an interesting battle coming up here.
It
But I want to get right into our special segment. And that is with our beautiful and talented Neema Skye with Where Are They Now?
Yes, Where Are They Now? Well, listen, guys, I took the opportunity to pick a season 16 contestant that actually was on Team Legend. He did not win, but he made it all the way down to the final rounds. This is Mr. Julian King from Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. Listen, this young man has been killing the scene since he has left The Voice. He's been doing such an amazing job. First of all, he has been working on a solo album, but before that, he actually did a performance on the morning show with Monica Brown, a R&B singer. Not to mention, he actually had a private album listening session in New York. Shortly after that, he actually released a video that he did, and his coach, John Legend, has something to say about it on Instagram. He posted out and said it sounds great and liked his video. Now, how cool is that? Not to mention, he actually got a chance to open up on Thanksgiving in Philadelphia for their Channel 6 News. Not to mention, guys, he has also been hanging out with some of the other contestants from season 16. in which he just released an album called Made in China, which actually features Sean Sounds and Mr. Calvin Jarvis from season 16. He is having a performance on December the 14th where he will be featuring himself and some other artists. And last but not least, this man is actually in New York right now getting ready for a show. So we want to, first of all, congratulate Mr. Julian King for killing the game. I mean, he has an album. He's working with other contestants on season 16. So Julian King, we know that you are headed for the stars.
I remember him from last year.
Yes, he's amazing.
Yes,
I love
amazing
him.
singer. Sean Sounds is also one of them.
Ooh, yes.
He could sing me the phone.
Another Texas individual. Okay?
Yes.
Us Texas people can sing.
Killing it. Congratulations, doing great things. Well, we definitely want to get into our last segment of the evening, and that is our news and gossip with Shiksha.
Yes.
Mahtani.
What? All right, guys, 2 pieces of news for you tonight. The first one is there was an article on Cinema Blend asking, should The Voice stop playing the rehearsal footage before the live performance? The argument is that the rehearsal footage sounds better than the live performance, which then affects voting right after. The article went on to give the example of Shane Q saying that he sounded better in rehearsals than live when the band was drowning him out. So I ask you now, should The Voice play the actual song maybe that the artist is playing so we can see how the artists make it their own? Instead of the rehearsal?
So don't play them singing in the rehearsals?
In the rehearsal.
I don't know, because I feel like everybody wants a little BTS, you know, like somebody, like everybody wants to see the intimacy behind like the artist and their story. I think that, yes, The Voice is great because you have the contestants, but I think what really sells The Voice is everybody's story.
I agree, but at the same time, they sound better behind the scenes than they do at live sometimes. And you're voting right after the live, so I'm not sure.
Rachel's like, I don't know.
No,
I stumped her.
Wait, sorry. So they want to play like the original artist, like before.
It was just an argument that somebody made. Yeah.
I don't. It doesn't affect me.
Me either. That's what I'm saying.
I wouldn't think that would affect me at all. It matters to me in the moment, not
Fair.
what's played before.
Right.
Okay.
That would be my opinion.
Your opinion?
Right.
Yeah.
Well, let us know in the comments what you guys think regarding this question. And last but not least, Kelly Clarkson has officially moved to Southern California.
Uh-oh.
And she is now selling her Nashville home, which is worth $7.49 million. She bought the mansion 10 years ago when she won American Idol and is now selling it. It's really gorgeous. If you guys see this footage of her house to showcase it, it's so pretty.
Wow.
That is a
amazing.
house.
Oh
Okay.
my gosh.
Wait, so
Yeah.
Kelly is officially a Southern Cal.
She moved to Encino,
Wow.
California.
Oh, girl,
Crazy.
I'm coming over.
Yeah.
Yes.
Girl,
Kelly, we're coming over.
Kelly, I'm coming over.
I'm from Texas, Kelly.
But you
Okay.
guys, this is what she's leaving behind.
Oh
No,
my
I'm just gonna be
God.
like, hey, Kelly.
Just
To
knock
Encino?
on
Oh my
her door.
God. I mean,
Girl.
This is a waterfront
Whoa.
house. It's gorgeous.
I mean, but like Encino has beautiful homes. So,
yeah.
you know, she's not
Absolutely
missing out on
gorgeous.
much.
Well, we love you, Kelly, and
Yes,
hopefully
we
somebody,
do.
I'm sure somebody will be snagging that beautiful house up soon. Thank you, Shiksha. I want to get really into our predictions very quickly. Who do you think is winning The Voice?
AfterBuzz
Rose
TV
Short.
predictions.
All right, we have a Rose Short, but you thought Team Legend was going to win. So
Listen, I love Team Legend, but Rose
all right,
Short.
Rose Short.
It's Katie. It's coming down to Rose and Katie.
It's Rose or Katie,
Yeah.
in my
Yeah,
opinion,
but
but
you're
I'm
right.
going to lean towards Katie.
I want to quickly say I want it to be John Legend's team that wins because then he's undefeated by Blake.
2 times.
What? That would be amazing and so funny.
Yeah, that would be. That's goosebumps.
Yeah.
Great, amazing show. We cannot wait to see 2 weeks until the finale. 2 more
Oh
weeks.
my goodness.
And we will know who is the winner of The Voice. So, where can we find you on social media, Neema?
Neema Skye. Skye ends with an E.
You can find me on all social media platforms at I am Bolly. That's BOLLY girl. I'm on 6 after shows and I post about all of it there.
And you can find me on Instagram at Rachel Swindler or on Instagram at Rachy Swin. Thank you so much for being with us today. We love you guys, and we'll see you next week.
Bye.
Our founder, Kevin Undergaro, and me, Maria Menounos, would like to thank you for tuning in to AfterBuzz TV. Remember, we're not just the first, we're the biggest in the world, and we're the only destination for all your favorite TV shows. Whatever you crave, we've got it. So go to AfterBuzzTV.com and check out our lineup. Buzz you later.
The views expressed herein are those of the hosts only and do not necessarily reflect the views of AfterBuzz TV or its owners or principals.